Oh, of course there is, and there's certainly strong links between pollution and even sinusitis and other issues because people start breathing through their mouth. So, but the way to get around that is just to keep using your nose as often as you can. This is our number one filter. I mean, this is it. It's our first line of defense. So even when you start getting stuffed up, I think it's important to be persistent about nasal breathing. You can use little hacks, little training wheels. You breathe right strips are good. Some sprays are good. Yeah. But I think to continue to breathe through your nose is, especially now, is really important. But all you really need is a teeny piece of tape.
Right.
Different people can do different things at different times, and that has its function, whatever you're comfortable with. But it's been interesting talking to Dr. Kearney at Stanford, Kearney, and other people who have been using this for decades. They've been prescribing it to their patients for decades. And seeing that kids with ADHD, once they start breathing through their nose, which means they're going to get better sleep or no longer suffering from so many of the symptoms associated with those problems. And so if you look at the neurological functions, if you look at metabolism, all of these things are linked to the ways in which you breathe. And breathing through the nose is far superior than breathing through the mouth. And no one's arguing that. It's just, it's amazing how many people continue to habitually breathe through their mouths every single night. And I was one of them for decades. The more I went into this world, the more I started spending more time at Stanford with Kearney, the chief of rhinology research, and right down the hall was Kearney. And she's the one who really convinced me. She's like, I give my patients tape. She was a mouth breather for decades, and she was slated for surgery. And you know, she's going to have her nose drilled out, which can work fabulously for so many people. But she thought, I wonder what I can do naturally. She totally cleared out her nose, and then looked into more research and found that the less we use the nose, the less we will be able to use the nose. So it's just like any other muscle. So she made herself more fit in that regard, and then has used that with all of her patients. Wow. And so that's what convinced me. And there's so many products out there, Somnifix. All these things work. So there's no judgment against them. If that works for you, that's great.
Totally.
I found, though, some people like this big strip of tape. I found that was unnecessary. The point is not to hermetically seal your lips off. It's just to train yourself so you don't go like this at night, which I do. Even years later, I still use this stuff every single night. I use a teeny piece of micropore 3M tape. Again, you can use anything, not duct tape, not Gorilla Tape, but teeny piece of tape with this really light adhesive. And I just put it on my lips.
Vertically?
Yeah.
You do okay.
Yeah, well, it's about the size of a square.
Right.
So and again, different things work for different people. Yeah. But I just put it on the lips because people say, you have a beard, I have a mustache, I can't wear this stuff.